Hola, I'm Fivers and welcome to Revive Witch. In today's video we're gonna take a look at the new UR doll that has just been released. The new doll is called Goddess Dana and she is a Mercury Mage. Taking a look at her stats at level 90 and extension 4, we can see that Dana has the highest attack and HP among mages, and less defense than the others. So let's see if they really take advantage of these stats to make a great damage dealer able to replace the SSR Mage well. As we always do, we're going to check her skills and passive at max level. Her skill 1 is called Star Fall and costs you Order Energy. This is the standard cost among mages. Dana performs 5 magic attacks on a single enemy, each attack dealing magic damage equal to 80% of attack and inflicting the target with Frail for 10 seconds. Frail, magic defense and magic damage dealt both decrease by 3% of Goddess Dana's attack, stacks up to 30%. As we can see, her skill 1 is a single target magic damage. She hits the enemy 5 times, so she inflicts a total of 400% of attack as damage, and applies 5 stacks of Frail, reducing the enemy's magic defense and magic damage dealt by 15% with one use of the ability. So with just 2 uses on the same enemy, we will apply the maximum percentage of 30%. This skill does a pretty good amount of damage to one enemy. For example, Mage and Nasa inflict 300% to each enemy. In total, the damage of these two mages is higher, but not if we are fighting versus a single enemy. Idol Flora does 400% of attack to each enemy, so it could be the same versus one enemy, but I have explained why Idol Flora is not a decent mage recently. So I recommend you to check my video if you want to know more about it. Then, to compare Dana with Mage, they apply the same magic defense reduction in the first 2 casts of their abilities. Dana does it with the skill 1 and Mage with her skill 2, but it's true that after the second use of these skills, Mage can still apply a higher percentage with the next 2 uses of her skill 2 to reach the percentage of 50%. But one ability uses Order Energy and the other Chaos Energy, so it could be faster to reach the 30% reduction with Dana than Mage. So Dana will do more damage faster. Then her skill 2 is called Magic Burst and costs 4 Chaos Energy. This is a high cost as the skill 2 of Nasa and Idol Flora. Let's see if it's worth the cost. Dana hits all enemies with 3 attacks, each dealing magic damage equal to 100% attack, plus an extra attack that deals magic damage equal to 500% of attack. This time, the skill 2 is the ability that attacks all enemies. Dana does 4 attacks to each enemy, dealing a total of 800% of attack to each enemy. Once again, this is a pretty good amount of damage. Mage does 600% in total with her skill 2, but remember that her skill 2 costs 1 Chaos Energy less, so versus just one enemy, the skills are at the same level, because they inflict 200% of attack per Chaos Energy spent. But if you fight versus multiple enemies, the skill of Dana is way better. On the other hand, Nasa does 960% to each enemy with the same cost. The problem is that the animations of Nasa are kinda slow. If you want to know more about her, check out my review. To finish, her passive is called Evernight, and at level 2 is deals 50% more damage in the energy outbreak status. This is a really good buff of power to Dana. She has already good percentages of damage in both of her skills, but thanks to her passive, her damage during outbreak is going to be even better. With this, I don't have any doubts about her potential. For now I can say that she is going to be a pretty good damage dealer. Let's take a look at her unique equipment. Maybe her unique equipment makes Dana the best mage of the game. For sure, she is in the top 3 with Mage and Nasa for now. Her unique equipment is called Everwatcher. At level 60 gives 4800 attack, 45% of critical damage, 16,500 health and 1275 magic defense. When Goddess Dana is in the team, increases self's magic damage dealt by 16%. The effect receives an 8% boost for every 1 Order Energy and Chaos Energy owned. As we can see, her unique equipment has the same buff of damage as Mage. But the second part of the effect of Dana's unique equipment makes her do even more damage, mainly in the outbreak. So this effect combined with her passive are going to be an incredible buff on her damage deal in this moment. So should you summon Dana? Yes. I think that we're in front of the best mage of the game. Her skills combined with her high attack stats make her a really powerful damage dealer, and she's going to be like a bomb in Outbreak. I still think that she's not a must pull, because you can literally clear all the content before chapter 6 without her, just using Mage, but I don't know if she will be needed for chapter 6 or the future. So hey, Dana is the first doll that finally defeats Mage. So I think that is the perfect opportunity to improve your team with the best mates of the game. Just as a recommendation, this is in my opinion the best equipment for Dana. I recommend the items in the first row and the items of the second row if you are missing some of the items in the first row. And that's it for today's video. I hope that I have helped you. Thank you so much for watching, leave a comment, drop a like and consider subscribing if you wanna see more Revive Witch content in the future, and see you in the next video. Ciao!